Andrew Dice Clay looks at Donald Trump. He says, Donnie, there wasn't enough cream cheese in the bagels in the green room. The president says, Andrew, whose problem is that? He says, it's your problem, Donnie. It's your problem. Andrew, you're fired.
Welcome to This Is Not Happening. I'm your host, Roy Wood Jr. Some say it only lasts 15 minutes. Some people are gonna tell you it's a mythical creature that lives at the bottom of the rainbow. And some will tell you not to overdo it. But if you ask me, I say, enjoy it while it lasts.
He's a legend in the game. 2 words, Tom Green.
I don't like talking politics, but it's hard for me to not talk politics when I'm on stage doing stand-up because I know the president. And that's my story today. I know the president. I know the president of the United States. He fired me on the Celebrity Apprentice. He screamed at me when he fired me. He didn't scream at the other celebrities. He didn't scream at Brian McKnight. Whoever the fuck that is. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. The president fired me. You know, I watched The Celebrity Apprentice. I used to watch that show. And I thought, I could win that. I could win that business competition. So when they asked me to do the show, I thought, this is great. I'm going to do The Celebrity Apprentice. I'm going to win this thing. And I studied the show. I studied all the strategy. I got the tapes. I was going to win this thing. Episode 1. I showed up. I didn't know who the other celebrities were going to be. In walks my good friend, Andrew Dice Clay. One of the great stand-up comedians in history. And my good friend. I'd known Andrew Dice Clay for 10 years. He used to come do my internet television show. I was doing an internet TV show on the internet from my living room. Yeah, my career was going pretty well. Immediately when Andrew walked in, I thought, okay, this is going to throw my whole strategy out the window. Because whenever I'm hanging out with Andrew Dice Clay, we like to mess around with people. We'll get in fake arguments just to confuse people around us. So in the first episode of The Celebrity Apprentice, season 2, the president gave us a challenge. We had to make cupcakes. I guess the president figured that would be a good business competition. So I'm making cupcakes with Andrew Dice Clay. We start messing with the people around us. Andrew gets mad. He says, Tommy, you're not putting enough sugar in the batter. I say, calm down, Andrew, calm down. Clint Black and Scott Hamilton are looking at us. Wow, these guys really seem to know each other. So now we had an alliance against us, right? Andrew Dice Clay and I were too familiar. Clint Black didn't like me. Country star Clint Black. I don't want to say anything bad about Clint Black, but that guy's a fucking asshole. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. So we finish our cupcake challenge. We go to the boardroom. Everyone hears that we've been yelling at each other. The President of the United States says to Andrew Dice Clay, Andrew, I hear there was a problem today. Andrew Dice Clay looks at Donald Trump. He says, Donnie, there wasn't enough cream cheese in the bagels in the green room. The president says, Andrew, whose problem is that? He says, it's your problem, Donnie. It's your problem. Andrew, you're fired. So now my friend, my only ally, is fired. I'm all alone with Jesse James, Clint Black, Herschel Walker, and Dennis Rodman. Episode 2. Olympic gold medalist figure skater Scott Hamilton is the project manager. Our task is to make a commercial campaign for a shoe company that starts with the letter Z, okay? Doesn't matter which one, but it starts with the letter Z. He suggests to us that we do a campaign called EEE, Energy, Enthusiasm, Excitement. I look at Scott and I say, that's the stupidest fucking idea I've ever heard. This did not ingratiate me to my team members. We lost the challenge. We go into the boardroom. I don't know if you're familiar with the rules of The Apprentice, but the President of the United States says to Olympic figure skater Scott Hamilton, Scott, you get to fire one person. Who are you bringing into the boardroom today? You can bring 2 people into the boardroom. Who are you bringing in? And Scott Hamilton says, Mr. Trump, I know I can bring 2 people into the boardroom, but I'm only bringing 1 person into the boardroom, and that's Tom, because Tom deserves to get fired. And he says, fine. And we walk out into the hallway, and we wait around, and the other cast members leave, and then we go back into the boardroom. I look at the President of the United States. And I say, I know, Mr. Trump, that Scott doesn't think I did a very good job, but I think the reason that we lost this challenge was because his idea was to call the campaign EEE, and the company starts with a Z, and that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. And Donald Trump looked at me and said, you know, Tom, I think you're right. Scott, you're fired. And I got him fired. I got him fired. I got Scott Hamilton fired. I got Scott Hamilton fired. Yeah. I got Scott Hamilton fired. I'm not bitter or anything, but it was 8 years ago. I'm fine now. Episode 3. The President of the United States walks in the room. Says, now we're going to decide who is the project manager this week for each team. It was the men versus the women. I raise my hand. I say, Mr. Trump, I would like to be the project manager. Our whole team looks at each other. They say, fine. On the ladies' side, the late, great, legendary Joan Rivers raises her hand. She is the project manager for the ladies. Then Mr. Trump, the president, says, okay, your challenge this week is who can sell the most wedding dresses. Who do you think is going to sell more wedding dresses? Me and Dennis Rodman or Joan Rivers and Khloe Kardashian? So needless to say, things didn't go well. My entire team now had an alliance against me. They mutinied. Everyone had a job. Clint Black was supposed to do the promotion and marketing. He didn't do it. Brian McKnight was supposed to do some stupid thing. I don't know. He didn't do it. We lost the challenge. At the end of the day, after working hard, trying to sell wedding dresses, Dennis Rodman leaned to me and he said, hey, Tom, you want to go out for a drink? So I went out for a drink with Dennis Rodman. The president fired me because I went out drinking with Dennis Rodman on the night I was the project manager. I mean, this is why sometimes I question the president's judgment. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You're a kid from Canada, you're in New York City, a 7-foot-tall cross-dressing basketball champion asks you out on a date. You say yes, right? It's Dennis Rodman, right? It's Dennis Rodman. The guy's a legend. He's probably going to pick you up, take you out for a steak dinner. You head out for a night on the town. You have some cranberry vodkas. You hit the strip club. At the end of the evening, you head back to the hotel. If you're lucky, he doesn't have sex with you. That's what I call a backcourt violation. Okay. This is just a little basketball joke. I don't know. I guess as a Canadian, sometimes I feel odd talking politics during this strange year in America, you know? I mean, at the end of the day, what do I got to do with it, right? I know things could go bad, but if things really go bad, I'm just going to move home to Canada. We're building a wall. Going to make Donald Trump pay for it. But if I can say one thing, I will say that it does demystify the presidency when you know the president. I know the president personally. The president knows me. Anyone who knows me should probably not be president. Hey, thank you very much, everybody.